one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football.
Welcome everybody to TV Sports 27. We are so glad to have you here as we have a huge conference battle between our Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs. We're hoping we catch Georgia. They've had 2 extra games than what we played. You're going to see the records on the screen a little bit. Georgia coming in at number 4. Our Volunteers coming in at number 7. We are ranked number 1 to begin the year, but we suffered that loss to Kentucky, which has dropped us to 7. We can climb back up in the rankings and continue to make a claim to make it to Atlanta and the SEC Championship. We got the A Squad announce team, which we don't always get to listen to, so for this game, I'm going to let you guys listen to the commentary, a special in-commentary episode, and I want to focus 100% on this game. I also want to hear from you in the comments. The first College Football 26 deep dive video came out. I want to know your thoughts about it, as we're going to get a conference deep dive coming up in Tuesday, I think it is. So let me know your thoughts, College Football 26. In the meantime, we got to finish up this season. I don't think I'm getting the game right away if we do get it, but enjoy this one. I'll pop in at a halftime and at the end of the game, see what you guys think, and we'll see you over on Patreon for our post-game show.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And that will pick up a first down. He'll spot it at 38. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That completion makes it second and medium. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure and then come up with the first sack of the game.
The Bulldogs will have to kick it away. And they've got the returner corralled. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And it's complete downfield. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the ground, it's Allen. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Quarterback drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Vols keep the football on the move. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Allen. And they get him down after the completion. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Brought that to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. And the Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still
aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. That is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Runs through the defender. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Talk about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And that run produces a decent gain. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here. And it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. We're going to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I really thought on second and goal, you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead, try to catch the defense napping by running. And man, does it backfire.
And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. whole offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaks loose at the 40. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. They'll test the right side here. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they hand it off to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Crucial third down play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Aimed to the 35-yard line. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The ball's come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made. Room to run here. Touchdown, Vols. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The short completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Just trucks the man.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
Bunch formation. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And they'll set up for the PAT. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Handoff to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Looking for the wideout. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Looking to throw again. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Vols will have to kick this away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a 1st down.
Quick throw testing the middle. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. The completion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Quick completion to the tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Pass caught. 2nd down now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here.
All right, guys, TV Sports jumping back in here. That was a pretty good first half, I'm not going to lie. I like how we were moving the ball. Chris Fritz, my God, he's having one of his best passing performances I've seen, I think, all season from him. We're rolling the ball well. We obviously had to take Greg Allen out because he was dealing with a foot injury. But we got Brightwell, who rushed for 1,000 yards for us last season. So things are going good. You know, definitely want to keep the foot on the gas pedal here. See if we can get one or two more possessions and maybe ride this one out for a defensive effort. So we're going to see what happens. This is a pretty huge one. You see the coaches poll, Tennessee and Georgia. This is going to be a very big second half with possible playoff and SEC championship implications ahead. So let's jump into this third quarter.
At the 18, that's good coverage there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Now it's second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
The game makes it second and medium. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in a process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Nearly intercepted in the end zone. Couldn't quite hang on. Does set up fourth down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Difficult difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. The shotgun running play call. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. QB decides to keep it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. Got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The pocket breaking down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A change of direction. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. A completion makes it second and short. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Bringing pressure. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Escapes the pocket. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. And the Volunteers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
A running play called on fourth down. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Good throw to the left. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Looking to throw it again. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
All right, guys. TB Sports going to jump in here to commentate with you as we're getting to the end of this pretty exciting game. No points have been had here in the second half outside of that Georgia field goal. As soon as I say that, there's the Georgia touchdown. So the Bulldogs trying to make this one interesting as they are on the board right now by way of a touchdown. 21-15. 21-15, Bulldogs finally get their first touchdown of the game on the board. And they are going to go for a field goal here, or an extra point rather than make it 17-21. I guess it wouldn't matter. The only thing that would really make a difference is if we went down and kicked a field goal, it would make it a 7-point game. Now they'd have to go for the touchdown and the 2 if we get the field goal. But all right, 3.5, we have kind of reverted a little bit. We talked about, wow, this is one of the better outings our offense have had. Our rushing attack has been about non-existent here, and we've kind of reset a little bit. Chris Fritz, as far as some of the throws, had an interception tossed. Let's see if we can move the ball. There, we're going to get a decent run from Brightwell. You say we run into him again here. If we don't get the first down here, we're going to be burned quite a bit. We can at least take it to the 2-minute warning with this run. Ooh, just got in there. We need to coach adjust and chew that clock, by God. Do we run one more, or do we just let it go? Or let it go to the 2-minute warning. So here we are, 2-minute warning. You can see Glenn Allen, who's sitting on the bench right now with that foot injury. Should we sub him back in? Do we put him back in? Is this going to ruin any of his Heisman hopes sitting out this game? I just didn't want him to get hurt any worse. And when we have Brightwell, who has been a bright spot of this team, we also can't get super conservative as well. Because Georgia can take 2 more timeouts. We're going to run it once more. See what happens here. Then I think it's an obvious third down passing situation. That can certainly help. I think we got to throw. We can't get crazy conservative, even though it's kind of like a 3rd and short. Maybe we go RPO. We go RPO here. I think if Kinder is open, if that player runs up, we go X. If not, I say we run it. Let's see what we got here. He's coming. Oh my goodness. I did not account I did not account for them having another player drop back. And Georgia, by God, is going to have a shot at it here. 21-16, the punt is going to go into the end zone. And the Bulldogs got a minute 45. They converted on that last drive multiple times on 3rd and 4th down. We got to stop them here. We cannot blow this game. Here come the Bulldogs. Here comes Tennessee. And it's going to be a huge sack. The 5-star recruit, Max Jameson. That is monster opening play on this drive as the clock moves to 1:15. Ooh, they made up a lot of that there. Okay, clock still running. We're going to go cover 3 sky. We tick under a minute. Come on, defense. Come on, defense.
On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
Ooh, and we hit him again. We're going to go the same play.
So 5-point game, they need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense.
Ooh, that clock cannot tick fast enough. Come on.
Fourth down completion. And the clock winding down.
Woo! Oh, that could have been a flag. That could have been a flag. No, that was 4th down. I didn't even realize that was 4th down. That is 4th down, folks. I thought they still had another play to go. I did not even realize that was 4th down.
And the quarterback just kneels down.
And the Tennessee Vols survive. Knock off number 4 Georgia. They made it interesting, scoring 10 points late. But we are right back in the hunt, you guys.
Who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
Chris Fritz settled down a bit in the second half, but not a bad passing performance right there. And it's going to be interesting to see where we sit in the rankings. I hate that we didn't score any second half points. That does make you worrisome a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to join us. Patreon.com/TBSports27. That's Patreon.com/TBSports27. We are going to go live over there with our post-game show. We're going to see where we move in the rankings, where we are as far as the SEC championship. We're getting close to bowl projections coming out as well. We're going to see what happened to our running back in the Heisman. We had some defensive players in the Heisman as well, and we're going to see where we climb in the top 25. So for the TB Sports post-game show, Patreon.com/TBSports27. We will see you guys over there. Thank you, as always, for your support, and we appreciate you tuning in for this ball game. But we got more, the post-game show, coming up over on Patreon.